Within the structure of our regiment, we have 3 exceptional musket-bearing companies. Each have their own unique uniform and role on the field, one of which is the Light Infantry. Established as the very first company in the recreated 10th Foot by our founder Vincent J. Arquijo in 1968, the Light Infantry have been going strong for over 50 years. Currently standing at almost 20 men, the aptly named Lights are a force to be reckoned with on the field and a lot of fun off of it. Here to talk a little bit more about the company is Corporal Cal Antar.
I mean, there's a lot of basic stuff that we've been playing for 20 years.
Alright, so we're here with Cal Antar. You just want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Corporal Cal Antar.
Okay.
I'm with the
I mean,
Light Infantry
I know
Company.
drum versions tend to vary. I don't think fight
And how long have you been with the 10th Foot?
So I've been with the 10th Foot now for about 8.5 years. I started November 2010. First Lexington Green would have been 2011.
Yeah, gotcha. And what are your favorite things to do outside of reenacting?
Outside of reenacting, honestly, I really am a history buff. I like reading about history. That's one of my favorite things to do. Also, I like playing video games sometimes.
Alrighty, so you're in the Light Infantry, obviously. So you want to talk a little bit about the role of the Light Infantry on the battlefield?
Right. So Light Infantry in 18th century army served as the skirmishers for that army. We have the same training as everyone else in the ability to move in tight formations, in lines, fire volleys, all that stuff. But we also have additional training as skirmishers. We can spread out, we can use cover. We're usually people who can exercise more independent thought, more independent action, who are better shots than everyone else in the unit.
Okay, and you just want to talk a little bit about your uniform, what makes it different from the other companies on the field?
Right. So the Light Infantry uniform is actually very different from the Battalion and Grenadier Company uniforms, where everyone else wears white belting, we wear black. It's a darker color, it's harder to spot, it helps reduce our profile just a bit. A lot of what we have is very similar actually to Highlander uniforms. There may be a bit of inspiration there. For example, the red waistcoat also, it's a bit darker than the white worn by everyone else. It also has the regimental lace on it, just like the coat does. And on top of that, we're still using waist belts at a time when pretty much everyone else switched over to shoulder belts. This is a 1775 uniform. Later uniforms would see even the Light Infantry adopt shoulder belts, oftentimes by taking the waist belt and simply moving it up to the shoulder. Because we still have the waist belt, we can still have the 9-round belly box. Just a simple wooden box with 9 holes for cartridges. And on top of that, we also have our cartridge pouch, which is standard for the entire regiment, 29 cartridges. Again, similar setup. The cap, as you'll notice again, is black leather. It's very small, very tight. All it has is a shield for unit identification, you can see right here. Aside from that, it doesn't stretch out to the sides like a cocked hat would, so notice how wide this is and how not wide this is. It's not as tall as a bearskin, a lot shorter, a lot more convenient. And so when we're running through the woods, branches aren't going to be knocking our hat off our heads constantly. We do have a little feather in there for decoration. We have chains to protect ourselves in case we get hit by a sword. So the coat is a cut-down design, similar in design to what Highlanders would have. Again, seeing a lot of Highland influence. You can see it just has a small turn back here. And you can see it's pretty short, only going about a third of the way down my thigh. The coat, again, everything is more cut down, more slim for the Light Infantry because we need to be able to move through rough terrain, unlike the Grenadiers and the Battalion Company, who are more often going to be out in the open.
I think that's good.
All right.
Thank you.
For battle prepared in their country's just cause, their king to avenge and support all his laws. As fierce as the tiger, as swift as the roe, the British Light Infantry rush on their foe. No rebels unnumbered oppose their career. Their hearts are undaunted, they're strangers to fear. No obstacles hinder, relentless they go, and death and destruction attend every blow.